So Maggie decided that words would be her trade. And where better could she learn that trade than a house full of magical creatures, where fairies built their nests in the gardens, and books whispered on the shelves by night? As Mo had said, writing stories is a kind of magic too. Hi guys, my name is Kat the Crow-Winged Author here at the Magic Library. This is going to be the beginning of a series I'm going to be calling Book Talk, not T-O-K, it is T-A-L-K. And today we are going to be talking about Inkheart by Cornelia Funke. I don't know where to put my mug. I'm sorry. One more sip for the road before I put it down though. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about Inkheart. It's the first book in Cornelia Funke's trilogy of the same name. And it really inspired me when I was in the 7th grade to begin my writing journey and everything, specifically because of the passage that you just heard me finish reading. It comes from the end of the book, and it wasn't put into the movie or anything, but it's a small passage that has really stuck with me and everything. The book is from specifically Maggie's point of view, and she's just right now realizing what kind of world that her father has been trying to keep her from, because her father is what is called a silver tongue. And silver tongues in this story are able to read aloud anything from any book, and either characters or elements from that story are brought to life. Throughout the book you see many actually very familiar characters. Toto from The Wizard of Oz, and some fairies from Inkheart itself, which are colored blue. It's a very interesting book that I recommend to anyone who loves the themes of words being sharper than the sword. I really butchered that. I am so sorry. I'm just right now waking up. You might have actually heard me talk about this before in my introduction video when I was talking about one of my new writing projects being Alice in Wonderland meets Inkheart, and this is specifically where it comes into play and everything. And it's because near the end of the story, a little bit of a spoiler, Maggie decides that she's going to be a writer like Fenolio, the author of Inkheart in this story. And this is really told from a lot of different points of view, specifically because it focuses on a character's journey to get back to the world of his book, to go see his family again. And then you've also got Maggie, who's trying to figure out what all is going on, her father Mortimer, or Mo, as he tries to get a copy of the book to get his wife back. And there's obviously some villains in this too. There is a villain called Capricorn who doesn't want to return to the world of Inkheart, but he wants to instead basically Adolf Hitler, Nazi, go and conquer the world sort of thing. That's the only part that I actually find sort of comical in a sense, because it's like, okay, you're a sinister villain and everything, but you apparently are like no different from villains that we've actually had in our own history. That being said, he's actually quite terrifying, specifically because of one creature in his camaraderie. That creature being being called the Shadow. The Shadow is made from the ashes and corpses of Capricorn's victims and everything. And it's basically, and it's as pitiless as its master, as Maggie says when she's forced to read the character out. But don't worry and everything. This book actually has a good ending in it. And the other two books actually have very good endings too. Cornelia Funk does a very good job of stretching out the story and everything, because this takes place in our world, but the next two books actually take place within the world of the Book of Inkheart in the first place. Don't worry, at one point or another I'll actually do a deep dive analysis of the movie adaptation of Inkheart. And I will say this, for anyone who is wanting a good first book to read, I definitely recommend this. It's very easy to read. I mean, like, it's by Scholastic and everything, but Cornelia Funk does a very wonderful job of just bringing the characters to life with her writing and everything. And the passage at the end of the book is probably one of my favorites, specifically because Maggie decides what she wants to do to help her mother and to basically find her meaning in life, to find her passion. Because her father had once said, writing stories is a kind of magic too, and that really stuck with me. Because in essence and everything, what is the art of storytelling if not magic within itself? You're able to create worlds with your imagination and the words that you put on paper, and then you let others read it, and then they're put into that world. They get to experience what you've seen in your mind's eye, and it's just, to me, it's just very, very magical. And for anyone who knows me personally and my views on escapism into fantasy, or just my love of writing as a whole, they know how much this book means to me, because it's something that I recommend to everybody who wants to read or wants to be a writer. This is very good inspiration for that, because it's just following Maggie's journey and everything. It really inspires you to see what can become of words if they're used, and what words are if they are spoken. In the movie and everything, and I'll actually come back to this when we do that deep dive video into the movie adaptation, Mo is sitting with Maggie on a bench near the lake, near Eleanor's house, and he says the written word is a powerful thing and you need to be careful with it. And I think that's very poignant for what can actually be said today. So, yeah. But I do believe that is everything that I've got for this video and everything. I hope you guys liked it. What book do you want me to do a deep dive of? Leave your suggestions down in the comments below. I think the next one that I'm probably going to do is probably going to be The Hobbit, because that one's also a very good adventure story that I like, and it is also something I actually read not once, not twice, but 3 times when I was in high school. Once for grade, and the other 2 just because I just absolutely I loved it so much. But yeah, if you guys want more content like this, or want to follow along on this journey of mine in the Magic Library, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a very wonderful day, and remember, as Maggie quoted her father Mo, writing stories is a kind of magic too. And for any of you who are hoping to one day start on your writing journey, I hope that those are words of inspiration for you that it was for me. Bye guys.